Little fans, so we're going to be playing Doki Doki Literature Club today, but before we begin, I do want to give a content warning. Here's a list. If any of these things make you feel uncomfortable, uneasy, or may affect you, please do not watch this. I have tons of other videos you can watch on my channel. Please go check those out. Anyways, let's get to it! Hello, my dear little fans! So, today we will be playing a new game, Doki Doki Literature Club. Now, I have watched some playthroughs and seen the songs, so I know a little bit about the game, but I don't know a lot, so this is still going to be a surprise to me, and I'm super excited to play this game with you. Alright, let's get started! Let's see here, let's load a new game. Alright. Hey! I see an annoying girl run towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it kind of works out because you've known each other for so long? Yes, definitely. We used to walk together on days like this, but starting around high school, we would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's gonna chase me around after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. How rude! However, I just saw an aisle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Haha! I overslept again! But I caught you this time! Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me! That's mean, Yuri! Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. I'm fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. Oh, I love her. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Yuri, have you decided on a club to join yet? Club? I told you already. I'm not. Oh, that. I don't know why I keep mixing them up. I'm so sorry. I told you already. I'm not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our mini conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. So everybody likes to worry a little too much about me. Well, I'm perfectly content just being on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you being a NEET in a few years because you're not used to real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clothes that makes you happy. No promises, though. You will at least promise you'll try a little. Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside her head. Aww, she's so caring. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. So everyone wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I'll have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello! Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the class, but I saw you just sitting there and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you've been worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know. You know what? Well, that you can come to my club. Sayori. Yeah? There is no way I'm going to your club. And Meanie. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I'm ever aware that she has any interest in Little Club. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title of vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I was gonna bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Cupcakes? Don't make promises you can't keep. I can tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned all this out. I let a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go! Alright, we're doing the literature club. I actually do love literature, so I'm kind of excited about this. And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, this is a new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure to meet you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Yuri, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in the situation. This club, it's full of incredibly cute girls. That's an interesting observation to make, but okay. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry? Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is the one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also the one who made the cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. Anyways, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Oh my goodness, we have the same names! I love that! Oh, that's gonna get confusing. Okay, let's try to remember, let's try to do this because this is gonna be really confusing. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears completely more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with the people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet... Oh. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds... okay, this is sorry. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Yuri. Monica smiles sweetly. Oh, I love her. And we do know each other. Well, we really talked, but we were in the same class last year. Okay. Monica was probably the most popular girl in the class. Smart, beautiful, and athletic. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so gently feels a little... You too, Monica. Come sit down, Yuri. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. Let's get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I was a little too excited. Then, how about I make us some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been... how do you say that? widened. So that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! What? Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. Oh! The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were made to make ears. I want to see this so bad. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Hey, well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica. I follow. It's delicious! Sayori talks with her mouth full and already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around my fingers looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything. I thought you technically did. So I already said, well, maybe, but not for you, you dummy. Alright. I give up Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri turns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the tray. I wonder what tea it is. Okay, because my favorite, absolutely, if you ask me what kind of tea I want, I'm absolutely going to ask for Earl Grey or peppermint. Those are my top favorite teas so far that I have tried. I have tried some other ones, but those are my top ones so far. It's peppermint, then Earl Grey, and I like it a certain way. I like it 1/4 creamer and 2 to 4 teaspoons of sugar. That's how I like my tea, okay? I like it really, really sweet, okay? I don't know why. I hate anything black. Black coffee, black tea. I just don't like it. I don't like any of those kinds. I just like mine really, really sweet. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teacher gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated, Yuri. Just trying to impress you. That's not. Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe it. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow and smiles at me. So what made you consider Literature Club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori really seemed really happy here, so that's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the clubs fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member of any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budgets and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival much more important. I'm confident we will really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it! Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why we're all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining, though I don't really know if I can keep up with the levels of enthusiasm about literature. So, Yuri, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, consider how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I'm gonna quietly to myself after. Okay, yes. Okay, so here's the thing. I do love literature. I love big chapter books. Mainly tongue-tied. Mainly, I love any type of fiction books with romance or adventure. But I have been leaning more towards manga nowadays, so I have a big collection of manga in my room, more than chapter books. I probably have like, let's see here. Probably 2 to 3 bookshelves of just action/fiction books. Really big chapter books. And then I have, let's see here, 8 books surrounding, mangas. So, yeah. And that's, oh no, technically I have 12 shelves actually, 12 shelves of manga. So it's a big contrast. It's like super big contrast of manga to chapter book ratio, sadly. Oh dear. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wanted to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that could change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyways, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of the teacup with her fingers. My favorites are usually novels that that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reversed and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyways, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. If this is a way to change the name, someone needs to tell me because this is gonna get real confusing. Oh, I should have just put my full title. I wonder if there's a way to change that. Hold on, let me see. Give me 1 second, guys. Sadly, I don't think there's a way to change the name, sadly. So we're just gonna go as Yuri and try to be the best we can. So let's continue this game, okay? At this rate, Yuri might as well be creating a conversation. Might be as well have a conversation with a rock. Really, I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why's that? Well, Natsuki's eyes darted over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's alright. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind at the club last meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud. And give that back. Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems. Everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori slides up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute! Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No! Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not very confident writer yet? I understand how Natsuki feels. Trying that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to readers, expose your vulnerability, and show even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you even have writing experience too? Do you have any writing experience, Yuri? Maybe you share some of your work. You can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Oh, I wanted to read someone's poems. We all sit in a moment of silence. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we shall share them with each other. That way everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it! Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen our bonds of the club. Isn't that right, Yuri? Monica smiles warmly at me, once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back in the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All 4 girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry, I thought... Yuri, you all on the fences against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy! Well, I now understand where the song comes from. Okay, Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over to me once more. Yuri, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue the chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up the food. Hey Yuri, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Yuri and I never walk home together anymore because she always stays after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! Alright, guess we're walking home with Sayori. With that, the two of us depart the classroom and make our way home. Huh, it's pretty daylight. I guess they reuse the same background. That's mixed. I guess that's fair. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Yes, literature is so much fun. I absolutely love reading. Perhaps I'll have the chance to go closer to one of these girls. Alright, I just need to make the most of my circumstances and make sure I'm good fortune to find them. I guess it stops with writing a poem tonight. Alright, let's see this. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think a favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Okay, so we get to choose these things. Depending on what we choose can depend on the person. Let's do first sweet. Captive. Oh, does the words equate to the girls? I wonder. Let's see here. Variance, graveyard, masquerade. I'm kind of choosing words off myself. I'm not really doing this for any girl in particular, sadly. Let's see here. We've done sweet. We've done. I can't remember. I can't remember the other ones. I just literally picked and I can't remember them. Let's see. What else can we do? Let's do variance, fester, graveyard, explode, mascara, hair, jumpy, misfortune. I kind of like the word variance. I don't remember what the word means, but I like that word. Let's see here. Sing, vertigo, passion, flee, atone, loud, precious, whirlwind, sparkle. Let's do passion. Peace, alone, imagination, insight, melancholy, romance, shame, eternity, intrope, hurt. Let's do eternity. Aura, blanket, disown, friends, heart, kiss, party, together, whisper, and conjurant. Let's do heart. Sugar, ambient, agonizing, pure sensation, email, nature, shiny, heaven sent, after image. Let's do heaven sent. Nibble, music, analyze, electricity, calm, disorientated, hop, landscape, existence, anxiety. Let's do. I'm trying to decide between music and anxiety. Let's do music. Cheeks, covent, disarray, sunset, melody, dream, extraordinary, contamination, frightening, misery. Let's do. Let's do dream. Crimson, cheery, meager, clumsy, secretive, vanilla, puppy, dazzle, lollipop, unrequited. Let's do crimson because it's a shade of red and I absolutely love red. Whistle, ocean, incapable, marriage, headphones, pink, swimsuit, question, smile, fireworks. Let's do. What should we do? I don't know. What should we do? Let's do. I kind of want to do pink. Let's do pink. Let's see here. Portrait, fireflies, waterfall, daydream, time, poof, warm, journey, infinite, twirl. Let's do daydream. Happiness, nightgown, sadness, grief, jump, papa. Papa? Oh, weird. Okay, beauty, excitement, let's do lust. Bubbles, universe, fun, bed, skipping, joy, fear, adventure, bunny, fantasy. Let's do... Okay, I'm doing bunny because I love bunnies. They're so cute. Anime, destiny, socks, spinning, love, extreme, anger, valentine, flying, unending. Let's do valentine. Sticky, charm, kitty, pout, lazy, judgment, lipstick, depression, wrath, treasure. Let's do charm. Is that it? Oh, there we go. I guess the game's a little glitchy. Sorry about that, guys. Let's do fickle, cry, cage, broken, rain cloud, family, tense, I cannot pronounce that. Inferno, Doki Doki, boop. Let's do, I kind of want to do Doki Doki or cage. What should we do? Those are Inferno. I like that. Inferno, cage, or Doki Doki. Doki Doki is just like a heartbeat. So it's like a little heartbeat, which I do like. Let's do Doki Doki. Let's see. Horror, amazing, dark, climax, uncontrollable, vacation, despise, holiday, vibrant, wonderful. Let's do uncontrollable. Oh, okay. Again, I don't know why this is so glitchy. I'm so sorry, guys. Let's see. Oh, okay, so we only have 2 more options left. We only have 2 more options left, guys. We only have 2 more. Okay, let's see. What should we do? Childhood, rose, cute, forgive, dance, unrestrained, tears, comfort, fluffy, vigilant. Let's do rose, because I love roses. They're one of my favorite flowers. Disaster, perfect, scars, play, skirt, raindrops, vivid, essence, promise, rainbow. Let's do essence. I wonder what poem this is gonna make. Hi again, Yuri. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Okay. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise. Oh, thanks for keeping your promise, Yuri. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into the literature club when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Oh, I wish I'd let you change your pronouns. But that's okay. Sayori told me you didn't even want... Oh, this is Natsuki. I don't know why you thought I was here. I need to keep track of the names. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't even know if you plan to come here and hang out with... or what. But if you don't take it seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki pops her head into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Yuri's always gives it his best, as long as he's having fun. And he helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. So that's because your room is a mess. It's so messy, it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two really are good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Yuri can become good friends too. Sayori? As Yuri seems oblivious to the weird situation she put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori? Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? I'll say if it's nothing. Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from me is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches a bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. This is how this girl accidentally being cute. She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you, I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it in your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I mentioned to Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica have a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down on the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me, but I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right away. I close my eyes and end up listening in Sayori's conversation with Monica. We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs, though. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone that literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all, We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks in their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem, though. What do you mean? Even if you come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, And after they come, we can do the thing to speak to their creative minds. What's this? Sayori's taking this really serious. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. That's a good point. In that case, you think food will do the trick? What kind? Well, I guess we could. Cakes! Good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. You're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't what you suggested it? Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Cupcakes it is then. I'm hungry. Anyways, you still need to work out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to change things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would like to see the world through her eyes. Oh, we're right in my face. Okay, hi. What? I opened my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision. I nearly fell out of my chair. Sorry. Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't a napping club. Does our school have a napping club? Oh, that was me. I really need to get better at these books. You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in the club, you're gonna have less time for anime, You'll need to get used to it. Don't say that so loud. I glanced over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's true, though. Yeah, I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. It's what I do best. That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You still oversleep every day, aren't you? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? It's a secret. I knew it. Come on, at least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. Sayori glances around at herself. How's it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look at your hair, it's sticking out all ends around here. I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair is really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your brows isn't straight either. Oh, your bow isn't straight either. There's a toothpaste stain on your collar right here. I tried to wipe off the stain on my finger. But nobody would have ever noticed that. Of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I don't care about that. Hey, you meanie! You don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Oh, seriously, Sayori. Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? That's super mean. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I saw the button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. This is so funny. What is? Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kind of things. Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it, stupid. It's okay though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful. The button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. Does this thing even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. Why are you smiling? What are you smiling about? It means my boobs got bigger again. Don't say that out loud. Anyway, you look much better now, so... Why does it feel strange to see Sayori's blazer buttoned up like that? But it's so stuffy. It's not worth it at all. Sayori hesitantly unbuttoned her blazer once more. Phew! That's so much better. Sayori puts her arms out and twirls around. So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying that like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. So that's why I keep it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well, anyways, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on getting into bed earlier. Fine. It's a deal. I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are taking care of ourselves. Yeah, I guess so, huh? So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. Oh, you're doing it again, Sayori. Oh, but I was joking that time. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Monica suddenly calls out. Why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Yay! Yuri, I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same. I failed to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve a poem. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. Bye, relaxed and ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait! Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out the poems. Sayori is on the wrinkled sheet of a loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri electively comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I share our poems with first? Ooh, okay, so this is... Finally, we got our first choice. Okay, we finally got our first choice among these people. Okay. So we can do Sayori, our best friend, Natsuki the tsundere, Yuri the quiet one, or Monica, the perfect one. Let's do Monica first. I should start with Monica. Yesterday she seemed eager to read my poem, and I want her to know I'm putting in effort. Hi, Yuri. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any struggles for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring up things, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Yuri. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But it's the sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would like. Is that so? Sayori's our... Oh, Sayori's our... Okay, yeah, so Sayori's our best friend. You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sort of things in common. Well, we may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case. But maybe there are some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, it sounds like you two already care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it different ways, it ends up being more similar than you think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. You sure you're not reading into it that much? I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayori's writing has kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. I'm sure you'll end up trying things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little biased towards their own kinds of styles, but it will always help you find that style's mood. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyways, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's okay, so I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel the way you know. I see. Well, let's read it then. Alright. Oh, we get to read Monica's poem? Yes! We get to read Monica's poem. Let's see how it is. Let's see. Hole in a wall. Okay, so this kind of will give us an idea, because we're going to write more poems later on. I know that much. We'll get to write more poems later on. So, this will allow us to get to know a little bit about Monica's, and I kind of do want to analyze this. I was in high literature classes back when I was in school, so part of me really wants to analyze this really badly, but I'm super excited about this. Let's see. It's called Hole in a Wall. Alright. This is the scroll button? I don't know. To continue a poem area, click outside poem area to continue. Okay. Hole in a wall. It could have been me. See the direction the sparkle protrudes. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know. I was at home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel blind like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retals already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now I wasn't looking in. So what do you think? Oh, dang it! I thought I was supposed to continue the poem. Oh no, I want to read it! It's very free-forming, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. Okay, I'm gonna have to look at the poem later on because I actually want to read it. Dang it, I wanted to read it. I can't believe it glitched me out. Darn it! It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it could be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm the kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone's better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same point for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Absolutely, I totally agree with her. When writing songs, poems, stories, sometimes I just kind of write and whatever comes out, and I can just go back in and tidy it up if I don't like something. So I'll write something, come back with a fresh mind the next day, reread it, and if there's anything I don't like, I will just fix it up, tidy it up, or even discard it altogether if I don't like it. But it's at least a way to kind of just get it flowing, just to get your mind thinking, instead of just focusing on something. Because then if you don't write, you're not going to get anything out, like she said. That is some great advice for anyone who's into creative arts. Thanks for listening! Go Who should I show my poem to next? I kind of want to show it to Natsuki. Well, it's about time. It's about what I expected from someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't invoke any emotions. So basically, it's not cute enough. For your taste. Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. Well, anyways, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Oh, okay. Let's read hers. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race. Owls can seek, cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. See, this is interesting. People can try, but that's about it. See, I like that last line a lot. That's a very interesting line to talk about. Because it talks about what everyone else can do really well, and what their purpose is. And a person can try, but that's about it. Basically saying it doesn't have as amazing ability as everyone else around them. But I think that's what is amazing about people, is that they can try. You know, they can try to do all these amazing things. You know, like they can try and do them. And they can succeed, or it could just be trying. I don't know. I mean, I find that very interesting. I like this. This is very interesting. It's a very simple poem, but it makes you really think. I feel like sometimes it's just that last line when it comes to poems. It's one line in a poem or a story that makes you really come together. That's what I love. I love that last line of a short story, a poem, song, whatever. It's that one line that makes the whole thing come together and really makes you think about it. And I love that about that. It's a great poem. Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly! I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you doing great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simply writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like, I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then it made it fall flat on purpose. Ah, okay, I kind of like that. That's very interesting. I love that writing. That's a very interesting thing that you pointed out. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. I love that. Absolutely, that's a great thing to point out. When a poem or a song or a story has a rhythm to it, when something is different about it, it makes people really focus in on that one point. So then you start thinking about that one point more. And when you really want something to impact someone, make it different. Because then people are going to think about that. And it really draws the reader's eye to it. I love that. That's a great thing to point out. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what I mean. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. I didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud that I won't take that away from her. Who should I show my poem to next? Let's show to Sayori. Oh my goodness! This is so good, Yuri! I love it! I had no idea you were such a good writer. Sayori. You must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's a Yuri poem. And that makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori. I love Sayori. She's like a little sister. Oh, she's so cute. Love her. I just want to hold her and keep her safe. She's so adorable. I absolutely adore her. Oh, why is she so sweet? She's caring. She's sweet. Oh, please may nothing bad happen to her. I'm foreshadowing, aren't I? I was about to say don't let anything bad happen to her, but something tells me something bad's going to happen to her. But I love her so much. She's adorable. Please. Oh, poor thing. I just want to keep her safe. Alright. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Oh, not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't really mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Yuri. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know. Trying new things like this for other people. That's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah. I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? And will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Alright, Dear Sunshine. Okay, let's see this. The way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you miss me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. So this is really interesting. It sounds really sweet, very happy, but like Monica said, there's a very kind of dark or sad note to this, which I really do enjoy. Because no matter how many times you put in, because you can put in a bunch of sweet, happy elements, but the more you look into this, the more you start to realize how deeply saddening the story is. That the sunshine is what gets you up. You wouldn't wake up anyways. You would stay in bed forever, but your sunshine, which is basically someone who makes you really happy, very excited, they make you want to get up. They are your sunshine, the reason, your brightness, your light to your very dreary day. And are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? So basically saying, are you trusting me to make sure I don't have a bad day? The sunshine is asking you, hey, I'm here. You no longer need to be sad. You no longer need to have a bad day because I'm here and I'm trusting you to not have a bad day. I'm trusting you to make today a good day. I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. I look above, the sky is blue. So I wonder if that's like saying that it is blue, like you are sad. That it's a secret that you're secretly sad, but you're trusting the person to keep that secret too. The secret that you're sad, but you're gonna trust them to also know that. I really love this. I want breakfast. I really love this poem. This is a really great poem. This is really great. I love this, Sayori. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No? Just a little bit. You can answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I was about to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say it like it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounded just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyways, thanks for showing me. This is so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I'll look forward to it. I guess at least Yuri is last. Let's see here. Yuri. I can't wait to read their poem. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh. Sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine, don't force yourself. I really should have changed my name, maybe put my full title, Yuri The Lil Devil. This is getting so confusing on who's who. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading it, though. So it's that bad. No! Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we haven't really gotten anywhere. I might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I didn't really notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there's a specific writing habit that I usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most notable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick writing styles separate from the topic matter and then form fit the two together. The end result is both the style and expressive are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering's completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, it's not something you can be blamed for. There's so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. That is true. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in this club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a bit biased though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself or to me or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Oh, please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if it's a rare opportunity for her, which in itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Alright, we get to read her poem. Let's do this! I can't wait to analyze this! Oh, it's cursive. Frick me, because I don't read cursive that well. I love cursive. Cursive is a beautiful style when it comes to writing, and it adds a very elegant style. It's very beautiful and very, fantasy, very poetic. I love it. Problem is that once I write it, I can't read it. Oh my goodness. When it comes to my writing style, you'll see me do half cursive, half regular writing. So some letters will be cursive while others won't. And it's the only way I can read, but this is going to be a problem for me. Okay, let's get to this. Let's get into this. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining street light to have withstood the test of time. The last one to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickens. I flicken back. Huh. See, this is one of those very deep, hard poems, I feel like. As we read them, they get a little more complicated. So this is really interesting. Ghost in the light. Okay, so one of the things that's really important when reading poems and analyzing them is that sometimes the title will give it away. It's very interesting because the title kind of summarizes the whole story. When writing any type of book that has a title, it plays a major part into the summary of what the whole thing is about, the whole theme. So I do like to focus on the titles a lot to kind of get a summary of what the story, theme, underlying message is. So let's start there. Ghost under the light. Ghost under the light. So, ghost is someone who's dead, face through being, someone who's not really well seen, while light is illuminating, very contradicting of the two. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Okay, so tendrils of my hair, curtain, illuminates beneath the amber glow. Bathing. So bathing means they're taking in the light. It must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. So the last light to withstand the test of time. So someone who's very positive, who stood the test of time. So a lot of hardships have come upon them, and it's the last light to withstand that. So they are someone who's very positive, who's withstand a lot of negative things that have come to them. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. A blue-green hue of the future. Sickening. So interesting word. Sickening blue-green hue. So we don't like the blue-green hue. Blue-green hue. Well, that's a close to the earth. Blue-green hue. They're blue and green are very associated with negative feelings, sadly. Blue being sadness, green being sickening, disgusted, hue of the future. So a very sad and disgusting future. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. So the last person who hasn't been affected by a saddening green understanding of the future. I bathe. Calmness, breathing air of the present but living in the past. Calm. Breathing air of the present but living in the past. So living in the present but living in the past also. So they're breathing air of the present. So they're centered in the present but are, so while they're in the present, a part of the past is holding them. Interesting. Light flickens, I flicken back. So this light that they talk about, flickens, means flickens goes in and out, meaning. So when something's flickering, it goes in and out. So it could be as understanding of it going in and out. It could be a signal, because people do use a signal. Like when lights flicken, it's meant to represent a signal. You know, when like there's a old type of getting out messages where they would flicken lights, you know, turn them on and off at different speeds, different times, as different amounts to send out messages instead of words and letters. So that's very interesting. Light flickens, I flicken back. So the light is sending a message. I prefer the idea of a message. I think that's what. So I think the meaning is a message. So the light flickens, sends a message, and I send a message back. So I guess what it's saying is that the future and past are bad, or aren't great. It's kind of affected everyone, made them feel the same way. But this person, this light, is the one thing that's withstanding that, who's still seeing the light, who's still holding on to that goodness of the world. And it wants to show that person the light. And that person is reciprocating. It's really interesting. I love that. I'm so sorry. I have such a terrible hand. Shut the heck up. No, absolutely not. Sorry, my hand. I have such a terrible hand. Oh no, wait, that's me. No, is that me? No, that's me. No, yeah, no. Okay, this is gonna get really confusing. Who's Yuri is which one? I keep expecting to have a different name. No, this is Yuri. I'm sorry, I have such a terrible handwriting. No, okay, real quick, shut up. Okay, terrible handwriting. I hate when people say that. I hate when people are like, oh, I have such terrible handwriting, and then the handwriting is like this beautiful, like documented cursive. Frick off! How dare you? Okay, that annoys. Oh, I don't have that good of handwriting. Girl, you are writing in cursive in like beautiful tiny handwriting, like you're a freaking printer. Shut up. Anyways, let's just move on. She's just trying to be polite, I'm assuming. What? I wasn't even thinking that at all. Yeah, no, I wasn't thinking that. But it took you a long time to read. Yeah, because I was overanalyzing. I like to overanalyze poems. Well, I just need to... I don't read script very often. Oh, why do you keep doing that? I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it's really deceptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghost Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Yuri. Really? I'm also totally missed the point. Yeah, you totally missed the point. Oh my. Not everything in literature is obvious. There's a lot of symbolic points of literature. Everything has deeper meaning than what is said. And sometimes you have to look at what it's symbolizing. A ghost can be someone who's dead on the inside. A ghost could be someone who's kind of floating through life. A ghost could be someone who's invisible, who doesn't seem perceived by life. You really just have to understand what a ghost symbolizes to understand what the meaning of the story is. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember, the poems often express their own thoughts, feelings, and expressions in the world. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of her past. See, that's okay. Yes, that's really interesting. So that's an interesting way you put about ghost. Because interesting, I think many things that's very understanding about the lore of ghosts is that someone who's died and stays on the mortal plane due to the fact that something's holding them back from going on to the afterlife to a better place. And based off what the poem's about, that fits perfectly. Now that you mentioned it, that's a great point to add out. I love that. And soon we'll be left with nothing. It's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I haven't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Phew, I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was only a little stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. Mari's Lynn and Yuri Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper sharing the expressive poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Huh? Did you say something? No, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss a symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feelings of giving up. How could that be cute? Oh, I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it didn't really come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it. And Yuri did too. So based on that, I'm glad to give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing a writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. Wow, okay, this is a word fight between these girls. I am here for it. Give me some popcorn. I'm gonna watch this show go down. And Yuri liked my poem too, you know. He even told me it was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Eh? It's not what I... You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Yuri appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? How do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one who's... Hold on. I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew over a size bigger as soon as Yuri started showing... Wow, okay, Queen! Okay. Way to call a girl... Wow, okay, girl, shush. That is something. Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. That's true. Monica, stay the frick out. When girls have a cat fight, stay out. They can resolve themselves. The more you butt in, the worse it's gonna get out. Okay? When girls are fighting, just stay out. Just stay out, okay? I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls towards me as if they noticed I was standing there. Yuri, she's trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have been happened in the first place. What's the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Let me explain that to her, Yuri. Wait, there's a reason we have so many deep expressions in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not the only necessary limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Yuri? Well? How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whoever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So, of course, it's gonna be... Okay, I don't care about which of the girls gets more attention. I'm more going to actually say what's right. Natsuki and Yuri both have a good point when it comes to poems. We have a deep, complex understanding of emotion. Oh, dang it, I hit my tape. We have a deep, complex understanding of language due to explaining all our emotions, because sometimes the world is not just black and white. Sometimes the world has a gray middle. And I'm certain you've heard that a lot, but that's a really important thing to know about. When someone says they're happy, sometimes it's not just happy. Sometimes it's deeper, like excitement. Because while it is a feeling of happiness that can be categories under it, the excitement is an energized feeling of overjoyfulness. Or when someone says they're sad, it sometimes doesn't just mean they're sad. Now, you can't just use sad to convey emotion sometimes. Sometimes it's deeper. It's depressed. It could be deepening loneliness. It could be sorrow. It could be yearning. And you could say, for example, let's say for this in a sentence. She is sad her lover is gone. So, yes, that is a great way to say something, that she is sad that her lover is gone. That's Yuri's way of saying it's straight, it's in your face. You understand right away that they are upset, and that shows the emotion of the person. It's easy to understand. But let's add a better word. Let's use a different word for it. Let's say they are yearning in sorrow for the lover who left them. That shows how deep their love was. That shows how sad they are. When you say sad versus sorrow, it shows a deeper emotion. So you know when so compare sad to yearning sorrow. One tells you the emotion of the character, while the other shows how. It shows a deeper understanding of the two characters, of how deep their love was, how passionate their love was, how painful this love caused them. And that's an interesting thing when it comes to literature, which is important. But sometimes emotions are just what they are. They're blunt, they're straightforward. Sometimes a person is just happy, sometimes a person is just sad, sometimes a person is just jealous. And it could be just that. That's as simple as it is. It's no more, no less. So both are correct. And that's what sometimes it is in real life. Sometimes in real life, a feeling is just a feeling. It's just who they are, how they feel, and it can't be any deeper. Like, for example, say you're trying to talk about a child. Let's say a kid, okay? Like, when it comes to kids, their mental and emotional understanding isn't fully developed yet. So sometimes an emotion is just what it is. They really are just sad. They really are just happy. They really are just excited. They really are just disappointed. And it just is that, because that's their basic understanding of emotions. And that's sometimes what needs to be said in literature. It's just the basic meaning of what it is. So they both have a good point when it comes to this. But we don't have a choice to say both. So I'm just going to say, help me, Sayori. Natsuki. Natsuki glares at me, drying up any words I had in my mouth. So instead I turn to Yuri. Yuri! But Yuri's expression is defenseless that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sayori. Yeah? Everyone's fighting to make Sayori uncomfortable. Everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can you two keep fighting when both of you are making your friends feel like this? Yuri! Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. I agree. That's unfair for others to inject their own feelings into conflict. Yeah, unless Yuri wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she is being. She would never. It's your immaturity that made her upset in the first place. Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody likes... Stop! Natsuki, Yuri! You guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of the differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented, so why are we fighting? Because, well... Also, Natsuki's cute and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boobs are the same as always were. My goodness. Can we leave her poor girl just out of this? Oh my goodness. Leave our poor girl alone about her chest. Leave her alone. Don't worry, girl. I know your pain. Yuri, we share our pain. Don't worry, girl. I understand. It's okay. Oh, my poor girl. It's okay, girl. I understand your pain. We got this. We got you, girl. I'm so sorry, girl. I'm so sorry. Can we lay off her, please? Oh, my poor girl. Big and beautiful. Yeah, thank you. Absolutely, Yuri. No, Sayori. There's so many names so similar. Sayori stands triumphantly. Monica stands behind her with a big world expression. I'll make some tea. Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So this is why Sayori is vice president. I whisper to Monica. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, it's kind of embarrassing of me. Nah. It's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well... I guess that just means Sayori is amazing in her own ways, isn't she? You could say that. She might be on airhead, but sometimes it's really suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get herself hurt. That makes two of us. You can count on me. Monica smiles sweetly, causing my stomach to knot. Such a precious person really does make a good president, regardless. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little more. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Yuri, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you'll learn something with your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a lot more about kinds of poems like everyone likes. With any luck, that means I'll at least do a better job impressing those I wanted to impress. I nod to myself with a newfound determination. Yuri, ready to walk home? Yeah, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has to be a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori? What happened earlier? What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like this. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. Phew. You know, Yuri, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is making me the happiest. And I think everyone will like yours too. That's... Every day is gonna be so much fun. It looks like Sayori is still caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay, yeah, let's do this. Alright. Let's save there for now. And we'll do another episode soon where we'll start back at this part, okay? Thank you all so much for being with me today. I hope you have a lovely day, my devious fans. Until next time, bye!